What is up, Kilo Crew, and a very happy Valentine's Day to y'all. I hope you guys are having a great time celebrating with your significant others or just, spending the day aware of your singleness, but in happiness and bliss. Today, I just wanted to do something a little bit silly, a little bit fun. I'm not feeling too hot. I'm not sure if you can tell by my voice, a little bit of a scratchy throat. So I'm just gonna do a little fun, silly video eating this giant, I call it giant, but it's only a 3/4 pound Hershey Kiss. It is a hollow giant Hershey Kiss, but I thought that it looked really cool, kind of fun, and I figured I would just go through and answer a few of y'all's questions from over on Instagram. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of chill, eat this chocolate, answer some questions from IG. So if you're not following me over there, be sure to do so if you want an opportunity to kind of have some one-on-one interaction with me. And anyways, without further ado, let's get cracking into this thing. See what's inside. I'm kind of curious. So it does come wrapped. It has the normal little Hershey tag, Hershey banner going on. So let's find out. It smells really good. Ooh. Oh, that's so fun. Very cool. So yeah, this is basically a giant Hershey Kiss. It's gonna be like, I don't know, it's gonna be like eating a whole bag of Hershey Kisses. Pretty cool. It is hollow, but yeah, only about 3/4 pound. So let's give this a little try here. It's good. Tastes like your traditional Hershey Kiss. Yummy. I had brought a knife just in case it was hard to bite into, but it's not. Okay, so let's get into some Q&A. I thought I'd be clever and call this the Hershey Kiss and Tell. That's probably not that clever, but we have a lot of questions here. I'll try and answer as many as I can. So we'll do the first question. Okay, so we'll get this out of the way because I had about 8 gazillion of y'all ask me this over on Instagram, but we'll pick the first one that's popping up from Kieran Everest 83 that asks, are you heterosexual? And that is a yes, I am. I know I get it quite a bit, folks asking if I am straight or not. I know I started the channel, when you lift and you have short hair, there's some assumptions that are made. So yes, I am straight. Yeah, so that's that. Let's take another bite. This is actually really good. I didn't know if it would be like bad quality because it was big. It was pretty yummy. Next question we'll do is from Shreya Srini, 23. And the question is, have you ever had a boyfriend? Yes, I have. So being 28, I've been in several relationships, but I've been in 2 really long relationships, both of which lasted roughly, I'd say 5 years. For my first long relationship lasted from about the age of 18 to 23. And then my second longer relationship was from the age of, I want to say 24, 25 up to 27. So I guess 3 years. So yeah. Pretty tame question so far. Best and not so best Valentine's story. That's from Christiana Lucia, 3535. So there's 2 polar opposites. So those last 2 longer relationships that I've been in. My first boyfriend I met on Valentine's Day, which was quite lovely. So that was nice to meet up with him. We actually met at Disneyland. So that was our very first time meeting, was on Valentine's Day. And the other very long relationship I was in, for the not so best Valentine's story, we split up the day before Valentine's Day. So those are my polar opposites. Let's keep eating. Y'all, this is actually really good. Because it's hollow, I think it would be really fun to put an ice cream sundae in the middle of this. That would make for a really cool dessert. Fill this with ice cream and put cookies or something. That'd be a lot of fun. See if I can split it open. Ooh. I have some coffee here too. question from Mika Ghoul. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. Maybe it's Mika Ghoul. The question is, do you want the guy to pay for all the dates? And the answer to that is definitely not. I was recently dating a guy, kind of off and on, and we both, for the most part, we went 50-50. We split. You know, he paid for his, I paid for my own. And I think that's totally fine, and I think that's a solid setup. Am I going to complain if they pay for something, or if they pay for something? No. And I don't mind paying for something either, you know? As long as there's some boundaries. I don't think that there should be like the guy has to pay. Next question is from Moomown. What do you think is the most important thing in a relationship? I would say that trust and honesty are very major. And those two things kind of go hand in hand. If you're honest with somebody, I think that allows you to trust somebody. And if you trust somebody, that allows you to be more honest with them. And so that's kind of a two-way thing, and it's very important. And I guess overall, that just means being good at communicating. Oh, this one's fun. This is from No Tokia. Have you ever done a big cheat meal with a significant other? I don't know. I mean, I used to eat normally. And I only call them really cheat days or cheat meals on this channel just to call them that. Oh, I guess, yeah, this would qualify, but this is kind of what you're talking about. So my last longer relationship, I'm leaving names out of this, by the way, just because I'm still friends with my exes. Good relationships last a really long time. You're really good friends. You kind of have to be if your relationship's gonna last that long. So yeah, the last relationship I was in, we were both military, so Veterans Day. If you watched my Veterans Day cheat day video, we would go out and just basically place hop where there'd be like free meals and deals. So we would go and do that together. And he was a really big eater and very impressive. So yeah, we definitely smashed some food together. So it was a lot of fun. I think we ended up doing like Starbucks, casino buffet, like Subway, Chipotle, IHOP. I feel like Texas Roadhouse, all in the same day. Then I guess it's already kind of obvious, but a whole bunch of people have asked, am I single? And the answer to that is yes, I am currently, and that is by choice. Like I said, I kind of started dating somebody again, but I do plan on most likely moving and changing locations very soon, and so committing to something kind of long-term or having like a serious relationship right now isn't really viable. It wouldn't be fair to the other person, and you know how that is when you plan on moving. You don't really want to get attached to anybody too new when you're going to be leaving soon anyway. Here's one from SVB Breathe. What is your favorite Valentine's candy? I don't know. I've never really thought of like Valentine's candies as being significant. All I can think of are like those little hearts with like the words on them, and those aren't very good. So because I'm eating a giant Hershey Kiss right now, I'm gonna say this is my favorite Valentine's candy. Ooh, I like this one. This is a deep question. This is from Farah Lynn. And the question is, do you like Valentine's Day? Or do you find it kind of ridiculous or a marketing ploy? I love that. I don't think it's so much a marketing ploy, but I do think that it's kind of silly to just dedicate like one day to being appreciative of your significant other. I kind of feel the same way about like Mother's Day and Father's Day. Like you should always appreciate your mom, you should always appreciate your dad. But I don't know, I suppose I understand it's kind of like celebrating an anniversary or something, or celebrating a birthday. Like it's just an extra day of extra celebration. So I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence. I definitely think the silly cards and I consider them kind of useless things are definitely a marketing ploy. I think if you're gonna give someone a gift, and I think I've mentioned this in past videos, it's better to give somebody an experience as opposed to a thing. So I would say Valentine's Day is the kind of day where you, you give somebody like, here, we're gonna go spend a weekend together doing X, Y, and Z, or let's just go out and enjoy a nice meal together. Or if you're, married and you have a bunch of kids, like here, I hired us a babysitter, let's go spend some time together alone. Something like that. Experiences, not things. So it's kind of somewhere along that line of thinking that You should just celebrate each other every day, and yeah, it's kind of cool to have one special day dedicated to them, somewhere in there. The next question is from Seek and Find God. This is a two-part question, I guess. When was the last time you were in love, and have you ever been in love? And yeah, I've been in love. The relationships that I've mentioned in the past, I was definitely in love, and that's why they lasted a very long time. But situations change, people change, and that's just the way it goes. Running out of relationship-based questions, so I'm trying to do the juicy ones now. Kayla Marie asks, what's your type of guy? Is it cliche to say it depends? I like a good guy. I'm not the one that kind of falls for the bad boy or anything. I definitely like a good guy, but also somebody that has a strong personality that can hold their own in a conversation. I think that's really important because I am kind of outgoing, like socially and personably. I wouldn't want to be with somebody who would be like super shy and like timid. I like it when, you know, somebody has a big personality, they can hold their own in a conversation, they can command a room. I find that really attractive, and just somebody that's nice and confident, but also not cocky, you know, just somewhere a fine line. If we're going for vanity stuff, I think it's fun when guys have beards, but I mean, that's obviously not like a make or break sort of thing. It's just something fun, I guess. Like if guys prefer blondes or brunettes, I guess that's a woman's version. Ooh, and accents help too. Like if they were Australian with a solid beard, sold. Okay, now we're kind of migrating away from relationship questions. Let's go into some normal Q&A stuff. This is from Britterfly Wings. What's your favorite brand to get chocolate from? That's fitting because we're eating chocolate. I really like Cadbury. I know that's really basic, but they have a really good milky chocolate. And I don't think it's bad at all. But I mean, this Hershey isn't bad either. Next one from Patty Love 341. I lost my place here. What's your favorite movie? By the way, I'm a big fan of yours. Thank you so much, Patty Love. Favorite movie? Y'all know, that's like a mood-based thing. We'll go with like some of my most watched movies. So when I'm feeling sick, kind of like today, my go-to movie that I almost always turn on, I don't know why, it's super comforting to me, is The Goonies. I will probably actually watch it after I finish eating this and filming this video. The Goonies, I just love it. It's like comforting, it's like an 80s classic. I love the comedy, it's light, it's fun, it's adventurous. Solid movie I've probably watched. I don't know, there's no way of quantifying it. I've watched it a bazillion times, roughly. When I'm kind of feeling a little more deep and artsy, there's a really amazing movie called Dan in Real Life. It's, I'd say older, but I think it's like mid-2000s, starring Steve Carell. And it's just this really great like family kind of comedy drama. Dane Cook is in it as well, which is like one of the last movies I've ever seen him in. It's kind of, I think it might be like an independent film. I don't know that it ever made it to theaters, but it's just fun. It's like the realities of like getting a family together and kind of the drama that happens and how fun and quirky that can be. And then, recently, and this has definitely taken me by surprise, when all of like the Avengers movies came out and like those superhero type stuff, I wasn't really into it. The only superhero movies I really liked were like the X-Men series. And I thought kind of the Marvel universe was kind of lame. But I recently watched the final two Avengers movies. What is it? Infinity War and Endgame. And like watching those two, I had zero context of what was going on. And maybe because of that, it made me want to like go back and like watch all of the stuff leading up to it. So I've been on a big Marvel kick lately. And so those are kind of my new favorite, my new thing. I still haven't seen Captain Marvel, Captain America Civil War, or the second Guardians of the Galaxy. I think once I see those, I'll be all caught up. But yeah, that took me by surprise because I used to tell people, well, I don't really like superhero movies, but I'm getting a lot more into it. Here's another one from Seek and Find God. What is your college major? I am studying, so I'm pursuing, and I'm in my senior year, a bachelor's of education in kinesiology and physical education. So kinesiology is basically the study of the human body and how it moves. And I absolutely love that program. It'll be nice to finish it up. I graduate at the end of this year, so it'll be nice to finally have a degree. By the time I graduate, I'll be 29, so yeah, I'll be nice and old. Next question is from Fireflies818. Who is your favorite competitive eater? Okay, so I always actually get a lot of crap for this in my comment section. I'm a huge fan of Beard Meats Food. He's my favorite competitive eater. And somebody made this really snarky comment about how I must wake up and say let's get it or something. I can't remember what the comment was, but it made me giggle. And all I was thinking about is how funny it would be if I did like a video and I put on like a fake beard and like started to like do a British accent and started with let's get it and fangirl out or something. Maybe I will, I'll find out. Pretty sure, I probably missed it, but send him a message and say, hey, when's your birthday? And I'll dress up as old Adam, Beard Meats Food, and do a challenge if he would think it was funny. It probably wouldn't be very funny. I'd probably just look like a brunette Gandalf. Oh, here's another relationshipy one. This one's also from Kieran Everest. Have you ever been engaged or married? Nope, never got engaged, never been married, just long-term relationships. Oh, here's a random kind of fun one from Mohammed Video. What's your favorite sports brand? I really like Flag Nor Fail. They're like an independent company. It's run by Dana Lynn Bailey, who's a former female bodybuilder, and her husband Rob Bailey, who's a pretty outstanding musician and athlete himself. I just think they're a really cool company. I've been a really big fan of theirs for years and years and years, and I used to have a ton of their apparel. I'm kind of fallen away from it for now, but yeah, they have really good high quality sporting equipment, good stuff for working out at the gym, but also outdoor equipment, so go check out Flag Nor Fail. Really, really cool. I like them a lot, and it's nice to support something that's not a giant company. Here's another, I guess, juicy one. I don't know. This is from Angela Gallo. This is it hard for you to find a boyfriend since you work for the Army? Well, I'm in the Air National Guard, so that's affiliated with the Air Force. But you're close, you know I'm serving. It was, I suppose, kind of challenging because you do move a lot, so I would say that that's definitely a contributing factor to what has started and ended some relationships, long or short. Yeah, it can be a bit of a challenge, but now that I'm in the National Guard and it's not a full-time thing, it is definitely less so. Next one is from Kelly AB93. What is your favorite food to eat in a challenge? Good food. Like, this chocolate is really actually pretty good quality, so I'm enjoying this. But if I'm gonna do a challenge, I like it if there's like a good mix of sweet and savory. So if it's like a restaurant challenge, I'd say my least favorite thing is when they just add on pounds and pounds and pounds of like French fries as filler. A lot of times those get cold, they're kind of flavorless. It's kind of silly. I think it's really cool when there's like challenges that'll combine like a really big burger with like a really big shake or some onion rings or something, or where you get different variety and you can try a lot of different things, because then it makes it kind of fun. You're enjoying yourself and you avoid what's called flavor fatigue, where you basically, no matter how much room you have left, it's hard to swallow more and more of the same thing. More questions on, so many people ask me this. More questions about if I've been with women. Nope, never been with any women before. The only woman I'll say that has my heart is Little Debbie. She's the only woman who has my heart. We're pretty close, her and those nutty buddies. Yeah, so most of the rest of those questions were repeats, which I thought was kind of funny because you'll get a lot of questions, but you guys think along the same lines. It's like the same stuff over and over again. I'll probably just finish wrapping this up. I'm almost done. Probably about the size of an average candy bar left, so finish this up, and I just take a moment to say thank you guys so much for being supportive of the channel. You guys are always so supportive and nice. For the most part, if you're part of the Kilo crew, you're supportive and nice. which kind of helps me be comfortable with filming something like this when I'm not feeling too good. I know I don't look too good. I definitely don't sound good. So I wouldn't be able to come out and film myself and put myself out there to thousands of you if I didn't feel comfortable. And I think that's really nice that you guys are so supportive, so positive all the time. So thank you so much. It means the world to me to be able to do what I do. Otherwise, I definitely want you guys to let me know what your plans are for Valentine's Day, what you're doing with your significant other, or if you're spending it as Singles Awareness Day like myself, that you have something fun and productive that you're doing. I'm obviously not filming this on actual Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day itself, I will be doing a fun little volunteer project, going out and helping do some like adaptive sport coaching, which should be a lot of fun. So that'll make it for a nice, meaningful day. And then I do also work that day, so it'll be fun though. I just think this Hershey ribbon is so funny. This thing is giant. But yeah, let me know what you're up to. Maybe let me know what the coolest dates you've ever been on are, best gifts you've received, how long your current relationship is, send out some positive vibes to your significant other. I think that'd be really cool. Spread the love, share the love. So I've got the last big mega bite here. That'll be a 3/4 pound giant Hershey Kiss, done and dusted. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I'm sorry it's like a small, just fun video. It wasn't a challenge really or anything. Just wanted to have some fun since I wasn't feeling too hot, and yeah, just have like a fun holiday vibe for Valentine's Day for y'all. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, be part of the Kilo crew. We would love to have you, and hit that like button if you enjoyed it. So without further ado, last bite. Chew, chew, chew. Little sip to wash her down. That is that. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Again, happy Valentine's Day. This was the giant Valentine's Day Hershey Kiss and Tell video, mukbang, Q&A.